All right, everybody, we're here with Design Fitness with our Active Self-Care Initiative. And before we get started, I want to introduce things by saying something that was a challenge for me when I was doing personal training. The idea is my clients would come to me, and the first thing they'd say is, well, I don't really like working out. Or I don't mind working out, but I don't want to straighten my arms because I don't like the feeling. Or I don't want to run on the treadmill, but I want to lose this weight and I want to do these other 12 things, but I don't really want to sweat. This creates a big problem when my job is to make sure they get to their goals. So if I knew then what I knew now, I'd say first, you have to embrace who you are. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to be bringing along the same thing that you're trying to get rid of, that negative energy, that bad feeling about yourself. So let's leave that in the past and come to our future where we're a lot more positive and we enjoy how we look and how we feel, and that's all the journey of it. So today, to go a little bit more into things, I'm here with Salisa at Habibi Day Spa, and we're going to talk a little bit about TLC. So my first question I have for you, do you feel that there's a difference between people that come in for just a treatment versus people that come in for more of a self-care kind of thing?
I have both. A lot of clients come in for treatments as well as just TLC as well as their skincare, whatever their main concerns are. But at the same time, the ones who came in for that pampering and that skincare because they trust that I'm going to do whatever I need to do to take care of their needs, they're the ones who leave that are most happy. And even the ones who are just coming in for treatments, I feel as though I transform them into leaving with that like feeling of relaxation and not just coming in for treatments.
Okay, so it's kind of part of your policy to transform the people that come in
Yes.
just for treatments into people that come for self-care.
Yes.
And then creating the environment of really taking the time to look after all their needs and building the trust between you
Exactly.
that they can really relax and experience what is self-care.
Yes, because a lot of people forget themselves and they think about others. And one client did tell me you cannot pour from an empty cup, which is true. So you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others.
Which is a very important thing to
Yes.
realize. Especially when it comes to self-care, very important to take care of yourself so you can take care of other people.
Yes.
So you have to fill and refill and restore
Exactly.
and build on yourself to be able to take care of more people. My next question for you is, do you feel that there is a difference when they come off the table and they're leaving? Do you feel a change in their posture, change in their energy? How do they feel when they're getting off the table?
I think that they are sometimes they are speechless because the ones who didn't come here for self care, when they leave, they just feel something totally different and forgot what they came here for. And that's what I like is the fact that they came for a treatment and they focused on maybe acne, but when they left, they felt more love, self love, and their self esteem went up, and they felt so much good energy, and that's what it is all about. It's all about taking care of yourself, and I feel as though it's important to promote that in
Okay.
a lot of women as well.
I can see that.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure there's a lot of moms that are just like, yes,
Yes.
I need to do that.
Yes.
So my next question for you is there a story that really resonates with you where you've really seen this change from coming in maybe just for a treatment and then feeling the self-care and leaving with that confidence?
I actually met a client who actually changed everything for me. There's a lot of clients who come in and it, it makes a difference when they leave, but this client, she was actually sent by my neighbor Miguel next door, who told her to come here for a treatment because her great grandson was getting married.
Okay.
And so she came and she booked a facial and she was so excited, and I even wrote her a card so she could know what days was her appointment. She came back on that day and she left her walker downstairs, and by the time I could say you can come up, she walked upstairs and got under the covers, and when I was done when I was doing the massage actually is when I saw there was this big smile on her face, and that made me like, I asked her if she was okay and she said, I'm just enjoying every moment and just do whatever you need to do. My face is in your hands. And at the end of it, I showed her the mirror, just like I show everyone. And I said, take a look. And then she says, my dear, I haven't seen my face for the past 10 years. And I was shocked. And that brought a tear to my eye because I was thinking, oh my God, how? Like, she says, I'm blind and I can only see shapes. But I enjoyed every minute of this facial because it reminded me of the touch and the feeling that I get. And the touch is something that she said she lacked because she's from an old age home and she doesn't get a lot of that. But she remembered the facial that she used to get and the feeling that actually that brought to her.
So that was the transformation there,
Yes.
allowing her to reconnect with how she felt as opposed to even how she looked.
Yes.
So it's more than just the look. It has to do with the feeling and relaxation and being taken care of. And that's what makes the real big difference.
And that's what
On
makes
top
her
of it.
beautiful.
And that's what,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
My last question for you is there any tips that you would give to the young beauticians out there on their kind of journey with self-care and beauty?
I would say I've been doing this for the past 16 years, and if I did not love what I do, it's all about people and interacting with people and loving what you do. And it's not only about the money. The money is there only if I feel like you love what you do.
So it's more important to
Yes.
kind of shift people's self-care nature as opposed to just taking their money in.
I think it's the passion that you have to feel, and the clients do know that.
No, they can
They
sense
know
the
if you,
difference,
yes, they do.
and
yeah.
that's very important to be.
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much for your
You're
time.
welcome. Thank you.
That is all for today for our self-care awareness effort, and we'll talk to you next time.